Hey everyone! Wow, it's been a while, eh? Well, we're gonna do something fun today. This is 5 VHS tapes that you need in your collection. Why do you need them? 'Cause I say so. Let's get right into it. Halloween. You know, watching old horror movies on VHS is just a totally wonderful and different experience. The aesthetics of VHS viewing really work great with horror. You got the visuals that don't look as good. You can't quite see special effects that might have been pretty fake looking. You have the sound that can be somewhat bad, especially if the tape's been through some, wear and tear. A scream might be a little more distorted or stuff like that. And it just really works for the horror genre. So you gotta have a good classic. And Halloween is a perfect horror classic. A John Carpenter movie. You can always count on wanting to watch it during Halloween because it's called Halloween. Yeah. And you know what's great about this one? It's a Blockbuster Presents edition. Whew, the nostalgia there. That's great. If you can find a Blockbuster Presents edition of this, you got something good for your collection. And there you go. You got the nice blue Blockbuster logo at the back there. Good stuff. Okay. What next? This is an obvious one. Star Wars. Yeah, everyone's got to have this on VHS if you like Star Wars. Why? Because, for example, with this one was released in '95, 2 years before the special editions that added all the CGI dinosaurs and, aliens dancing and CGI that stuff was no good. It ruined the movie. You got to have good old classic Star Wars, the nitty-gritty. And look at that cover. I mean, this is what Star Wars is all about for me. Darth Vader, the masks shining beautifully there, the X-Wing on the TIE Fighter, the old ships. That's what Star Wars is all about. Great cover, great tape to have in the set. Okay, what next? Ah, yes. An Introduction to Lean Manufacturing by Manufacturing Insights of the Society of Manufacturing Engineers. Now, this is a good one to have because this is kind of the beginning of the series, and this one goes over the core philosophies behind lean manufacturing and why so many companies are looking to implement the lean processes. And why do I own this tape? I'm not a manufacturer. Okay, forget about that one. That wasn't supposed to be in there. Okay, here we go. Blowout. Oh, now this is good because this is actually a movie and not a manufacturing instructional video. Now this one is about a sound recordist for a movie played by John Travolta. So there you go. If you're into movies, this is a great one that you just gotta see because it's almost like behind the scenes. What goes on? How did all those great sound effects get into movies? And it's a good thriller too. He's a sound recordist. He's out there recording sounds of nature he's actually working on a slasher film. That's his job. He's recording sound effects for it. And he accidentally records evidence of an assassination of some political figure. And that's just a good premise right there. And again, it's not a horror, but it's like a dark, gritty thriller, so it's just great on VHS. And again, great cover art, and it also has probably one of the easiest reviews someone ever had to write about a movie. Blowout will blow you away. Good job, US Magazine. Good work. Okay, American Graffiti. You know what? I don't even really like watching this movie, sitting down and actually watching this movie, but it is a fantastic tape to have on in the background because it's got so much of the great 50s music, the Buddy Holly, the Chuck Berry, all that stuff. And the visuals, you got lots of scenes of old cars driving to diners and all that. And, I had this on a TV while I was painting baseboards in my garage, and it was just a good time. It was good background ambience. And sometimes you want that in a movie. Sometimes you just want to half watch something. Just have it on in the background. Okay, so one more. And why I like collecting VHS? Not just because I watched them when I was a kid and there's nostalgia there. Not just because I love the clunky sounds they make when you put them in the VCR. I also just like how cheap they are. I got this next one for 5 cents in a store just like a couple weeks ago. I didn't think you could buy anything in a store for 5 cents anymore. To me, that doesn't seem like it'd be worth the time of the person at the register ringing in a sale for 5 cents. You know, the building operating costs, the person's wage. I don't think 5-cent sales are even worth it. But anyways, I was in a thrift store and I found Batman. 1989, first edition of it. Whew, that looks nice. And again, dark, gritty movie, obviously great on VHS, and I had this as a kid, so there's nostalgia there. But another reason why it's good to have the VHS, it has a sweet Diet Coke commercial with the Batmobile in it at the beginning, and it also has Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck queuing up the movie. You only get that on the VHS edition, so that's worth it right there. And there you go. That's just 5 tapes that you can be looking out for when you're out collecting movies. So see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.